Hello pretties, welcome to Vivi. I lied to you guys not, my head is spinning. We have gone through it. It is time for my most dreaded video of every year, or that I'm trying to make it every year, my brand breakdown for my inventory. It is an absolute fucking nightmare to do every single year, and it does serve a purpose. It reminds me of like what brands I'm interested in, and it also is like which brands I'm trying to like phase out. And I tell you guys, if we would have done this like 2 months from now, there would have been more brands that would have been 100% phased out of my collection. But that's okay. You live and you learn. And as I'm getting older, I'm also finding that I want different things than maybe what I had before, or maybe one of my favorite brands, L'Oreal Los Angeles, has closed down, so I'm just seeing that number like slowly trickling and trickling and trickling and just getting smaller and smaller. And it's not like I can purchase more items from her, so that's kind of how we got. I do have my big ass laptop, so if you feel the whole thing shaking, I apologize. Nothing I can do about it. I mean, I could, but like this thing is legitimately massive. Okay. I'm gonna break this down by face, I'm gonna break this down by eyes, and I'm gonna break this down by lips, and then I'm gonna do my entire makeup collection. I highly encourage you to check out my makeup inventory that I did at the beginning of the year. I leave it linked down below, and also I'll put it in the cards as well. So check it out. I highly encourage you. I think it's just gonna make things a little bit easier. Also, if you wanted like visuals, because I'm not really giving you a lot of visuals, I'm giving you numbers. That's what we're here for. So I have 87 base face items. Now, when I did this last, I did this back in January of 2025. So at that time, I had 80 face items. So I did go up 7 items. Now, from then, I used to have, in 2025, 21 brands, and now I have 22 brands that I like have makeup. You guys get it. Now, out of those brands, I have phased out 3 brands from face items, and that's gonna be e.l.f., Scott Barnes, and She Glam. I did finish both of my She Glam products. I ended up decluttering my Scott Barnes, and I did finish my e.l.f. product that I have. I don't have any plans on repurchasing those. I have introduced 4 new brands, and that is gonna be About Face, which actually replaced the e.l.f., which it was a powder. I have Mob Beauty, which I've tried for the first time last year, and I bought quite a few things. CoverGirl, I ended up buying a base from them, and Denisameric, which again I bought a tinted moisturizer from CoverGirl and from Denisameric. So that's kind of where they, the old brands and new brands came in. I have now a total of, like I said, 22 brands. Out of those 22 brands, oh guys, I just realized I didn't update something, so I'm gonna be right back. Give me just a moment. That did not take that long. Okay, so out of those 22 brands, the brands are ColourPop, which I have 5 items total, and that equals to 5.75% of just face, like face only. About Face has 1 item that's 1.15%. House Labs has 1 item that is 1.15%. Bare Minerals has 2 items, and that is 2.30%. Rare Beauty has 22 items, that's 25.29%. So about a quarter of all my base products are Rare Beauty. That tracks. That legitimately tracks. Milani has 2.30%. REM Beauty has 1 item. I really want this one out. 1.115%. Tasha Nana has 3, that's 3.45%. Fenty Beauty has 1, I really want that one out to be honest, so that leaves me at 1.15%. Cali Ray 1.15. This one's also on its way out, and I will not be repurchasing it. This is what I'm telling you guys, like give me a few months and some of these would probably have been gone. Persona has 5, making it 5.75%. Ofra has 1.15%. Mob Beauty has 3 at 3.45%. CoverGirl has 2 at 2.3%. Patrick Ta has 3 at 3.45%. Lunar Beauty has 10, that 11.49%. L'Oreal Los Angeles 17, putting it at 19.54%. So that means 1/5 of my face is L'Oreal Los Angeles. Again, that tracks. Just because I I have quite a bit of blushes from that brand, and I have quite a bit of highlighters from the brand as well. So that tracks. Well, the people have one. Lord knows I hate that I have that one. 1.15%. No, number 7, I have one, and it's at 1.15%. I'm gonna keep repurchasing that one, guys, to be honest. Becca, I have 2. I really should only have 1, but I have 2, and that's 2.3%. M Cosmetics, I have 2.3%. I'm telling you guys, this would have been like a week later. We would have been down. Little spoiler alert, this is all I have left from one of those M Cosmetic base products. Like, it's almost gone. And then Danessa Myricks, I have 1, which is the base that I've told you guys about. That is a brand that I would actually be interested in trying more, but I have so much other makeup that really we're not doing that. So the big bucket items is going to be Lunar Beauty, which I have multiple blush palettes from that brand, so it makes sense. I have L'Oreal Los Angeles, which again, I have singles and palettes, like face palettes from them, so again, it makes sense. And then Rare Beauty, which I actually have all individual, and I just have a ton of those individuals. So those are going to be like the big ones. So if we were to do just those 3 brands alone, we are looking at 56% of my collection is just those 3 brands. Most other brands just have anywhere between 1 and 3. The only other exception to that would be Persona Cosmetics at 5 and ColourPop at 5. I could see Persona going up, but I don't really see ColourPop going up. I've been slowly facing quite a bit of ColourPop. Last year I used to have 6 items from ColourPop. Now I have 5, so that's kind of what I mean. Persona, I'm pretty sure it was a 6, and now I'm a 5, so it actually went down. I did finish the bronzer, so that makes sense. And from Rare Beauty, I was at 17 before. I'm now at 22, so that one went up. So, and I'm pretty sure Lunar Beauty and L'Oreal Los Angeles have not changed at 10 and 17. Yeah, 10 and 17, so those have not changed. So pretty steady for the most part. I do like to try a couple of things here and there. But that is everything we have to say about face. Let's go into eyes. And now last year I did have 146 items for eyes, and now I have 152. So it didn't go up by much. None of these really did. So it went up by 6 items. The one before was 7 items, so it didn't go up by much. Now I had a total of 30 items last year, or 30 brands total. And then I had eyes at 34. Sorry, now I'm at 34. I was at 30. So I have a few more. I can't look. I can tell you guys, my head spinning. This was so much mental power to get this, like to do this. I had one brand that I discontinued, which is Kosas. I'm pretty sure that was like the birthday gift like 2 years ago, and I had like a brow gel from them, and I finished the brow gel. That's really what it was. I have added Glossier. I went to Glossier store in Vegas and I bought an eyeliner from them. I have Cinch Beauty, which I bought my first eyeshadow palette from them. Hong Van Gogh, I want to try more from this brand because the 2 things that I did try from them, I fucking loved it. But it was their kohl liners, which I've never had a kohl liner before. That was actually cool. I'm actually wearing it underneath, and then I just topped it a little bit with eyeshadow because I wanted to be a little darker. I really enjoy that. Danessa Myricks legitimately was my favorite palette of last year, was a Danessa Myricks palette that I bought. And then Ma Beauty, I ended up buying 4 single shadows from them. And so that's kind of how that goes. A lot of these are single shadows, to be honest, and I'm not breaking it down per eyeshadow. Like if I have a palette with like 30 eyeshadows in it, I'm counting that as 1. But if I have 5 singles, I'm counting each individual one as 1. If that makes sense. So this number is like, take me with a grain of salt. So I have Rare Beauty at 7 items. That is actually a shocker because I don't love a lot of Rare Beauty stuff, but I think it's because I did recently buy the brow gel from them, and I do have a mascara from them. I have a few single shadows from them, but I really don't own a ton of Rare Beauty for eye stuff. It's not my favorite. ColourPop, I have 40. The main reason is because of single shadows. I have a ton of singles from ColourPop, whether that's Super Shock shadows or actually like pressed singles. And then I do own a few palettes, but not as many as I used to. Let's see. I'm just going over like the big ones. Laura Los Angeles, 16 items. Makeup Geek, that is a mixture of single shadows and palettes. Makeup Geek has 17 items. Again, that's a mixture of, actually no, those are all single shadows. Those are all singles. So a reason why it might look a little bigger. Those are all of my double digits, and like again, Rare Beauty that I wanted to kind of point out. But ColourPop, I was at 40, I am currently at 40, but I'm pretty sure that number used to be higher. Oh no, my computer froze. I love that for me. Oh, there you go. I'm freezing. So it used to be 43, so I actually finished a few products from them, and I believe I decluttered a few as well. And so let's see, Laura Los Angeles was a 16, Makeup Geek was a 17. I actually ended up having to throw away one of my Makeup Geeks because it fell and it shattered. And Laura Los Angeles, it's now 16 and it used to be at 18. I believe I decluttered 2 palettes from them, if I'm not mistaken. I think I gave one to my mom, and I don't remember what I did with the other one. I think I probably gave both of them to my mom. So that is what ended up happening. Most items are mostly one, to be honest. I have NYX at 1 item only, which is 0.66% by the way. Glossier 1 item. Merit at 1. I have e.l.f. at 1. Tarte at 1. Half Magic at 1. About Face, oh no, About Face 2. Morphe 1. Anastasia Beverly Hills 1 is just the 1 palette. Pure Cosmetics is 1 palette. M Cosmetics is 1. I own 1 palette. Sydney Grace is 1. Lunar Beauty is 1. Charlotte Tilbury is 1. Viseart 1. Cinch Beauty 1. Dennis and Myricks 1. So not a lot going on here. Not a lot of changes. So there's that. The big ticket items is ColourPop, which is 26.32%, which again, that's a quarter of my makeup. My eyeshadow is ColourPop, which it tracks. Then we have Laura Los Angeles at 10%, 10.53. We have Makeup Geek at 11.18. See, this is where it gets interesting because I have significantly more Laura Los Angeles eyeshadow because I have multiple eyeshadow palettes from them and I have singles, and I only have 17 singles from Makeup Geek. But the way I have it marked here, like this is not a good indicator how much product I actually have from each of these brands. So it's an interesting exercise. Natasha Nona, it's only a 5.92% with 9 items. That's shocking because I have those big palettes from Natasha, not like the big ones, but like the midi size. Like those are big palettes though, but it still adds to only 9 items. So this is an interesting category. Overall, I don't want to go through every single one of these categories like I did with face because I just feel like I have too many eye brands. I have a few brands that I wanted to try just for the sake of trying, like JD Glow, Cleona, just Half Magic, and About Face, because I feel like they're known for the single shadows and I wanted to try them. But Urban Decay too, I only have singles from them. So those are brands that I wanted to try, so I don't ever really see these numbers going up. I didn't end up loving those formulas as much as I hoped I would, but they are really cool shifts. So there's that. Anyway, I don't know what else I'm going to talk about with eyes, because unless I could like literally go one by one, but I don't want to do that. So let's go on to lips. So for lips, I was at 22 brands and I'm currently at 24 brands total. So I went up by 2, and this one's not fair. Like some of this, like it's not fair. But anyway, let's break it down. So I had the newer brands that I've introduced is YSL. This was actually a free gift with purchase. I didn't actually mean to buy it, and I didn't even choose this item. It just showed up with my Sephora purchase, but now I have it, and it's not even cruelty free. So I have YSL, I have Fui Beauty. I did purchase Fui Beauty. Cinch Beauty, I got 2 eyeliners from them. I have Ma Beauty, I have an lip liner. Did I say an eyeliner? I have Cinch Beauty, I have lip liners. Ma Beauty, I have a lip liner and a lipstick, and then Glossier, I have 2 tinted bumps with them. One of them was a free gift with purchase. Now the brands that I've gotten away from is Tarte. I did finish all my Tarte products. Kosas, again, I finished it. That was a birthday gift. M Cosmetics, I had one lip product from them and I did finish it last year. So there's that. There is a few brands that I actually wish I could finish, but I don't know that I'm gonna get to it. KVD Beauty, I have one item from them, and that is one that I'm currently project planning, and I actually do want to finish. The other one that I'm trying to finish is Well the People, that have only one item from them, and so I do think those brands could potentially be gone. Okay, so let's see, who are my big ticket items? Rare Beauty, no shocker there to nobody. I have 10 items from them, that's 12%. And then we have L'Oreal Los Angeles, that's 9 items, that's 10.98%. And that's Fui Beauty, technically I'm counting it as 6 products, technically it's 4, but whatever, it's 7.32%. And that's the real. Oh, ColourPop, I have 9 items. I am trying to finish quite a few of those ColourPops. I feel like ColourPop has gone down significantly. Let me see. So last year I had 10 and I actually have 9, so I guess it hasn't gone down by that much. Milani, I have 6. I actually really like Milani products. NYX, I have 5. I really like Milani NYX products, lip products as well. Persona, I have 6. Not surprised. I like Persona lip products, especially the lip liners. I really enjoy the Persona lip liners. Let's see. I think that's the only. Fenty Beauty, I have 5. I really like Fenty. So there's that. I do have Anastasia Beverly Hills with 1 only. I have Odin's Eye with 1 only item. YSL with 1 only. CoverGirl with 1. Jason Wu, Hourglass, KVD Beauty, and Well the People. All of those only have 1 item in that particular brand. So there's that. Now, if I were to go through my big ticket items, so that's going to be like ColourPop, that's going to be Rare Beauty and L'Oreal Los Angeles. This one's actually only 34%. So this is the first time when I go to like my top 3 brands and it's less than 50% of my entire collection. I enjoy that because that means my lip collection is a little bit more versatile than my other collections where it's like mostly just those top 3 brands, whatever it may be. So that's nice. And I feel like this is one of those, like, I do have 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, like there's more of a mix of like the amount of products I have even per brand, so that's pretty good. So again, that's 82 lip products total, when before it used to be 74. Did I say that? I don't think I did, but now I'm telling you. I was at 74 before, now I'm currently at 82. And we went from 22 brands to 24 brands. So there is that. Now, my total overall, I have 321 items total, where I used to be at 300. So my collection did go up by like 20. I will say though, if I would have done this January 2025, this number probably been, January 2026, this number would have been shorter. I digress. I did introduce in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new brands. Those being Danessa Myricks, Ma Beauty, Glossier, Hong Van Gogh, Sunch Beauty, YSL, and Fui Beauty. And then I did completely got rid of Chic Glam and Kosas. The Chic Glam, I had bought like 1 set and I completely like finished it, and then Kosas was that birthday gift from Sephora. I have no intention of purchasing from Sephora, from Kosas. Nothing really caught my eye, and I don't think I'll purchase from Chic Glam again. The packaging was my biggest issue. The product was fine, just the packaging was not for me. Anyway, back to the top. My big items, I have 54 items total from ColourPop, which is 16.82%. When we go into Rare Beauty, which have 39 items total, which is 12.15%. Natasha Denona is another double-digit one at 12, but that's only 3.75% of my collection. Persona Cosmetics 18, that's 5.61%. We have L'Oreal Los Angeles at 42%, 42 items and 13.08% tracks. Luna Beauty 11 items, 3.43%. So it gets a little interesting here. Makeup Geek 17 items, again singles, adds up to 5.3%. And I think those are the only like double-digit ones. So if I were to break it down from ColourPop, Rare Beauty, I think I'm gonna do L'Oreal Los Angeles, So that, just those 3 brands alone, it's nearly 60%. It's 59% of my entire makeup collection. Now let me include some like middle tier. So we have Natasha Denona, and we have Persona Cosmetics. These are all honestly brands that I really enjoy. Lunar Beauty at 11%, 11 items. Oh, I include the wrong one for Makeup Geek. There you go, fixed. So that brings me to 60.12%. So it actually didn't make the big of a gap. Hold on, guys. I think I might have done this completely differently. Okay, so let me redo it. So ColourPop, Rare Beauty, and L'Oreal Los Angeles, 42%. I had done it wrong. My bad. My bad. So those top 3 brands are 42%. Let me include like the middle tier, like I said before. So it's going to be Persona with 18 items. That's going to be Makeup Geek. That's going to be Lunar Beauty and Natasha Denona. That puts me at 60%. So I do think that means that I am still diversifying my collection by quite a bit, and I'm happy with that. I do. I am. And I think that's everything for this video. Like I said, I think it is a really good exercise for me to just see where I'm at so far. And this was a fucking nightmare. It is a nightmare every time I have to do this. But I'm glad to see those numbers. I'm curious though, if ColourPop, Rare Beauty, and L'Oreal Los Angeles, that was 42% this March 2026, what would have been last year? So ColourPop, Rare Beauty, and L'Oreal Los Angeles. Oh, my bad. I am not doing very well with the clicking and unclicking part of this. That was 45%, so it did go down 3%. So it was 45.67, so it went down to 42%. That's an improvement. I mean, 3%, 3.5% really. That's pretty good. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys found this interesting. I don't recommend this exercise. I'm gonna put that right out there. Don't recommend it. I don't think this is for everybody. It works for me just because I do like to try new makeup and I like to see what I'm like facing out of my collection. But this is not for everybody. This exercise, nightmare. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Please let me know if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.